Hey, what's up, guys and girls? This is Midori, and I'm back with another episode of Draw Midori. Now, today, guys, I will be working with the new leaked Apex Legends character, Crypto. And the version that I will be working on is the alternate version. I'm not really too sure because there are two versions that was leaked in terms of concept art. There was the official, the one that I think is official by IGN, and then there's the one that's been going around on the internet where he looks a little bit different. He looks a little bit more Asian with dreadlocks, and but the jacket, the overall jacket, and the color theme is pretty much the same. So I will be working with the latter design. I will be working with the one what I think is not going to be the official version. Um, I just feel like this version looks more unique to me and less generic than the one that I think is going to be official. Like if you look at the trailer, his hair is more, like he has more of a, his haircut is like pretty much typical European style, but this style that I'm drawing is more, I'll say more ethnic. So I kind of like this version a little bit more. Now, as always, as you can see already, I already started off with the skeleton. This drawing is going to be just a bust piece. So, like I said before, earlier in the week, I will be doing a lot shorter drawings. So this is one of my other shorter drawings where it's not as big. So I'm using this smaller sketch pad to do this drawing. But I will put a lot of details still in this drawing and drawing it in my style. Now, originally I felt like his forehead was a little bit too big.
But I figured if I'm talking about five heads or my big forehead, whatever you want to call it, I should show it off, right?
So I kind of bring his hairline a little bit down. Sometimes when you're drawing the skeleton and you're measuring out, sometimes you tend to overemphasize on how big the forehead is going to be. So that's what happened there, and I just made it a lot smaller. And here I'm starting off the basic sketch phase of his jacket. In terms of his overall design, I like his design. I feel like he fits in the Apex and Titanfall, lore pretty good in terms of how he's a design. He fits in with Bangalore and all the other characters that's in it. I felt like he could have been a lot more unique looking. Like, I'm not saying he has to have a robot arm, or robot legs or anything like that, but he does come with a little droid. But I didn't get a chance, or not to get a chance, but I actually forgot to draw that, the little droid. And another thing about droid, Apex Legends always reminded me of Star Wars for some reason. I feel like they take a lot of cues from Star Wars in terms of world building with the creatures and the monsters that they're showing in season 2. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this new character and what his abilities are going to be. But I think it's based on the trailer, it's going to have to do with something to do with hacking. So maybe he hacks in.
This will feel a little weird.
To the network of all the other Apex Legends heroes, and maybe he disrupt their special moves, something similar to I forgot the girl's name, but she's in Overwatch, is the Spanish purple girl. I forgot her name.
I'll be in touch.
I forgot her name, but her ability, she hacks into all the other legends or all the other heroes in Overwatch and hacks their special moves so that they can't use them. So maybe his ability is pretty much similar to that. Now, in this stage, I am doing the basic outline of the character, just figure out where all the shadows are going to be, where all the heavy line weight is going to be. So wherever there's heavy line weight, that's where the shadows are going to be, and where there's a little bit lighter, that's where the light source is coming from. So if I remember correctly, the light source is coming from the left side of the drawing, and most of the shadows are going to fall on the right. But I didn't want this particular drawing to be too heavy in shadows, so I try to keep it pretty simple in terms of shading. Now, as you can see here, I'm starting off the first pass or phase 1 of the coloring with the Copic markers, and I'm pretty much going to gradually get darker in value with these Copic markers. Now, this drawing, I'm not necessarily drawing with paying attention to light in this drawing. It's more like just values, just getting darker, and also keep in mind with light, but more play on values in this drawing when it comes to his jacket. And I spend a lot of time in doing his jacket. And now with his skin tone, pretty much is the same principle applies. I'm going from dark to light, actually from light to dark with the values with his skin tone. And I'm pretty much going to do the same with his dreads. Now, I don't know when exactly this new legend will be released, but I believe it's sometime soon because a lot of the information has just been released this past week. So this legend, I believe, will be released maybe next week. I'm not 100% sure on that, but you should look out for it if you follow like IGN or any YouTuber really. They will pretty much update you. Like, my channel is not necessarily a source for news, but I try to keep up to date on what's trending, what's new when it comes to anime, gaming, movies, and stuff like that. So I decided to do this drawing right here. I'm pretty much coming to the final stage at this point in the drawing, and I'm just putting in the heavy dark areas where I'm actually using a Bing Yao, a brush marker. So I'm not necessarily using a Copic marker here, but I want to save my Japanese Fuda brush, so that's why I'm using that. I don't know what exactly I will be drawing next, but stay tuned, guys. I will be updating soon because, again, I'm trying to crank out a lot more drawings for you guys each week. So this week I did about 2 to 3 drawings, and I look forward to more. Thank you guys once again for joining me, and you guys have a great day or a great night, and I'll check you guys and girls later. Midori out.